What up, y'all? Carrie here, your watercolor misfit, and today's video is going to be kind of short and sweet, just a simple little time lapse and me answering your questions. Last week was absolutely crazy. I pretty much worked nonstop. I felt like I was in finals week. For those of you who are in school, I really felt like I was in finals week. It was like a marathon, but I am thankful to have most of the work done, and life is slowly getting back to kind of a less hectic, normal schedule again. However, I am exhausted, so I apologize if I'm a little bit out of it in this video, but I wanted to go ahead and put out a time-lapse video this week and answer your questions. Now, before I jump into this, if you have a question that you would like me to answer, please leave that question down below in the comments section, and I'm creating a database of questions for future videos, and who knows, I might pick your question for next week or the week after or sometime in the future. So please leave your questions down below. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our questions for this week. The first question, and depending on time, this might be the only question. I'm going to try and do kind of a one take. But the first question that I'm going to answer is, how do I actually mix blue and purple for shading? Because a lot of times these colors can become muddy when you're mixing them with other colors. So one way that I try and make sure that I don't get muddy colors is, first off, I do a lot of mixing charts. I am probably obsessed with these. I have tons of them. I do them pretty much all the time. And I talk about this in my upcoming watercolor beginners course. And I even show you how to make like a little mixing chart similar to these. But I want to say I am constantly mixing and playing around with my colors to understand them better. So that is number one. That's one way that I prevent muddy colors. The second way with shading is, let's say that I want to place a shadow underneath my fox, but there is red fur right next to where my shadow would be. I always make sure that my reds are completely dry before I actually lay my shadow down. So that's another way that I prevent two colors from cross-contaminating with one another. And then the last way, which I think is kind of what you're wanting me to answer, so I saved that, the best one, for last. When you are mixing colors, you need to always consider that there is a cool color and a warm color for each family. So this could be a whole video topic, but I'm going to try and condense this as much as possible for you. Yellow, we would consider, is a warm color. It's a fiery color, so usually we place it in the family of warm colors. However, within the color family of yellow, there are also cool yellows and warm yellows. So a warm yellow would be like a cadmium yellow. It's kind of like a butter cup or a buttercream kind of color. It's that warmer edge, and you would probably place that on the color wheel closer to your reds and your oranges. However, there is also in the yellow family a color called lemon yellow, and lemon yellow is actually closer to green. So on our color wheel. So we would place it closer actually to that cooler side of the yellow family. So when you're looking at a color wheel, kind of split those segments in two, and one side is going to be more of your warm colors and one side is going to be more of your cool colors. Now, when you mix two cool colors together, you're going to get a very intense cool color. When you mix two warm colors together, you're going to get a very intense warm color. However, when you mix a cool color and a warm color together, you're going to get mud. So what I'm always constantly trying to do is figure out, is this a cool color or a warm color? And then what do I actually want to do? If I want more of a neutral, I'm going to actually usually mix a cool and a warm color together to get a muddy color for a brown or a more neutral tone. Especially in shadows, this is a great way to communicate depth if you mix a cool and a warm color together. However, if I want a bright, intense color that's more in the cool family, I'm going to want to mix two cool colors together. But if I want to have an intense warm color mixture, such as one really great way to get an intense orange is to mix cadmium orange and cadmium yellow together, or cadmium red and cadmium yellow together. That's going to be a super intense warm orange. But if I want more of a neon orange, a great color combination would be lemon yellow, which is a cool color, and opera rose. Those two are going to create more of a neon-y pop orange. So that's kind of how I keep those two straight. And I know that's a lot of information for this video, but hopefully that answered your question. And I'm looking at the time, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short and just answer one question today, because I feel like that was a really nice loaded question. But it was a good topic, and I really enjoy talking about that. Now, if you would like to learn more about color mixing and my thoughts on this particular topic, I actually talk a lot about this in my beginner's course, and I'm actually about to release. That's what the marathon was last week. I am putting together a mini beginner's course that you can actually learn more about on my website. And there's also a trailer to kind of give you a sneak peek preview of what it's about. So if you would like to check that out, you can see that, and I'll give more details of when the release date is actually going to happen later on, probably this week on my social media or next week on my YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video once again, and I will see you next time, y'all. Bye!